Hi, today we're going to be installing a YiKatoo full-length roof rack on this 2021 Toyota 4Runner. I'm going to show you the process on how to do it and give you a little review at the end, so stay tuned. The first thing I like to do is lay down all the pieces in about the order that they should be. That way you make sure you got everything and it's oriented the way you like. Alright, and so once you got your pieces laid out, you make sure you got everything you need. We're going to start by removing this factory roof rack. So these factory caps are kind of tight. So you'll take and pop this loose on each side. And you'll take a pry tool and feel up under here and see where the plastic flexes. And then you'll pop it off. There'll be 2 tabs and it'll just fall off like that. Then there'll be 2 mounting bolts under each end of the 4 corners of the roof rack. Now, you can use whatever tool you have at your disposal, but I have an impact, so that's what I'll be using today. And it's a 12mm socket. And we'll be doing this for all 4 corners of the roof rack. Now when you get your roof rack off, you want to make sure and clean all the dirt out of there, because as you can see, it'll be very dirty. That way it looks all nice and good, and you can seal in here with silicone, because we are not reusing the factory rubber gasket to seal this roof rack. So what I like to do is lay out all the hardware. That way I know what I'm working with, and it's easier to find what I need as I'm using it. All right, so once you get the old roof rack off, you're gonna lay down some towels. That way you don't scratch the roof of your nice 4Runner. Then you're gonna install these side brackets loose. Just run the bolts down. That way they stay in place. And then we're gonna start laying the attachments up on top. So the instructions don't say this, but you'll need to take and make spacers to go under these. So what I did was I used the factory rubber washer with the factory bolts. And then on the rear, I used 4 washers. And on the front, I used 5. You could go a little bit higher if you wanted to, but for me, this is what I found to work and for it to fit securely. As you can see, I already got the other side on. So what you do is you grab and you pick the rail up and you bolt it on with these brackets on the outside with all of these sitting in the middle. And then you'll take your other bolts and bolt up the attachment rails. All right, so once you get your main side rails bolted on, you need to start going to the center ones. I'm gonna start with the front and the very back. That way I can get the shape of the roof rack, and then I'll bolt in the center sections. That way it's all in line and in a good shape. Alrighty, and then once you get everything lined up the way you want it and in the positions you want it, you just tighten it down, and then you can start putting whatever attachments on it you want, whether it be a rooftop tent or additional luggage rack, canopy, whatever it is you choose. And that's it for the install of this YiKatoo full-length roof rack for the 2021 Toyota 4Runner. It was a fairly easy install. The fitment is very nice, all the cuts are precise, and it should hold up to anything that you want to put it through, whether it be overlanding or just general off-roading with a simple roof rack. Thank you.